And then on Tuesday, the 13th, we have SMART goals. And then Wednesday, we have the first time home buyer workshop, which is a really big one. So these are great workshops that are coming up. So we hope for you guys to attend. Reach out to your workforce readiness specialist if you don't have the link yet. You can also email achievementacademy@sdhc.org to receive the link. So just make sure you're connected so you guys can attend these workshops. All right, what time is it?
They said that there was no meeting at 3 o'clock today.
No,
Yes.
not today, Luis.
Oh, not today?
Not the 3 o'clock today?
Is that
Oh,
one
we
of
do?
typo?
Okay,
They
yeah,
said
I guess
that
we
there is
do.
no more at 3 o'clock.
Okay, we do then. I thought we weren't having them anymore. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of these don't look right, but this is what I had down.
Yes.
All right, so I'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna take myself off video, and then for you guys are more than welcome to participate. This should be an interactive workshop. That way you guys are able to kind of participate and ask questions as we go. And then it looks like everybody's name's complete, right, Juanita?
Yes, it does look like everybody's name is complete from what I can see. I don't see anyone that doesn't have a name.
Perfect.
Anyone that comes in that doesn't have a name, I'll fix it.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and get started.
All right, I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay. So welcome to the San Diego Housing Commission Achievement Academy workshop. Today's topic is going to be talking about creating a vision board. So what you'll learn today is, as far as creating a vision board, you'll learn how to envision your dreams. Think about what your future goals are, as well as creating an achievement plan, an action plan of how you can start working towards those goals. We're constantly setting goals in our head, but there are times where we just don't write them down, or just things that we just think in passing. But this will help you create a goal plan, how to start taking action towards those goals. So you guys might be thinking what a vision board is. So this is an example of a vision board. So basically, this is visions that you have for your goals. A vision board is a powerful tool that can make your dreams come true. These are things that are collections of images that we hold in our head, and these are going to be things that represent an importance to you in your life. So, for example, if somebody is currently in school and wanting to graduate by the end of the year or by next year, this is an example of a graduation picture that you're able to put on a board, a poster board, visualizing that thought and also wanting to create that in order for you to be able to fulfill that goal. Another big example is people wanting to go on vacation or wanting to go to the beach a little bit more. These are things that people visualize in their head, but when we put it in a vision board, this is something that we're able to kind of manifest and start thinking about how we're going to put that onto a vision board. And eating healthy is another example. So this little picture here represents eating more fruits, being more healthy. Another thing that you can also put on there is quotes. So if you like motivational quotes or, things that are going to help you stay motivated. So this is an example of success. Go get it. Another one here shows a piggy bank of money. So this represents saving money or making more money. This is just an example of how you can start creating that. And then maybe more time with your family. Picture here represents of spending more quality time or creating a bigger family. And then right here, it also shows this person right here working. So if you're wanting to revisit the workforce or enter back into working, this is another good image that you can put on your vision board. And then keys here, this could represent a house, a car, anything that you would want to put on there as far as what you're envisioning. You can also put a picture of a house that you've been dreaming of or a car that you have been dreaming of as well. So this is just an example of what a vision board can look like. And it's just a collection of thoughts and dreams that you have in order for you to move forward with that. So this vision board contains things that are meaningful to you, things that make you feel good. You want these images to represent an emotional attachment that you have towards these goals. So once you start generating these feelings, this will generate you to motivate yourself towards these goals. So start a vision board. So how do you start a vision board? Vision boards are one of the simplest yet most powerful tools you can use towards creating the life that you want. So a vision board organizes your thoughts. It visualizes your dreams, things that you have constantly thought about, but you never talk about. But these images are powerful images that you're able to put onto a board and actually start visualizing those thoughts. And if you're constantly seeing this vision board, this is something that will motivate you to continue to work towards those goals. And then also, what do you want? What type of goals do you want? What do you want to have or to be with you in your life? What are things that you want to focus on that are going to help you move forward to those goals? So what to include in your vision board. So answer the following questions to help you decide what you would want to put in your vision board. Oh, sorry. So give yourself permission to dream big. Really think about things that you've thought about throughout your day or your time, of things that you've always wanted, but you never really work towards because, you know, you think it's just a dream, right? So give yourself permission to dream big. Don't allow the how will this ever happen question affect you. And you know, make sure that you are motivated towards those goals, and, you know, don't prejudge your answers. Write down the things that make you, that come to mind and that motivate you and that make you want to work towards those goals. You want to make sure that you are able to focus on those goals and question yourself. You know, ask questions. What does your life look like if money and resources are not an option in the following areas? So, you know, ask yourself these questions of how you're going to start implementing those goals. And then what character traits would you like to be known for? So if you are a single parent or you're married and you never got a chance to go to school, you know, you want your children to look at you in a sense where you're building character, where you're a graduate and you were able to go back to school. So that can be a character that you would want to be known for with you and your family, and that is still possible for you to do. So that's just an example of that. And then what have you always wanted to do? Have you ever had the courage to do so? So this can be simply as, you know, making a savings plan. This is something where you can ask yourself in your questions, what are your goals in those areas? This can be self-care. This can be more time with your family. You know, these are different examples of how you can start asking yourself these questions on what you wish and what you dream to have in your life. You know, so these are things for you to start asking yourself and start writing them down. You know, we think and think and think, but we never really talk about it or write it down. So it's important for you to start, in order to manifest these goals, for you to start talking about them, writing them down, and visualizing them as well. So what to include in your vision board? So there you can categorize your vision board. You can categorize it in these areas where you categorize your spiritual goals, your family goals, your career goals, also your personal growth. What areas would you want to grow in that? And then your social life, as well as your health. This is a really big one. And financial is also another big one. And then travel is another big one, because we never really take the time in order for us to save money, or we can't afford to travel. So creating a vision board will allow you to put intention into these categories and creating, you know, creating dreams in these areas where you're able to focus on. You can also add other categories if they're not listed. And then put things that give you joy. In these areas, think about what brings you joy with your family. What area? Be specific on how you would want to do that. It could be, you know, aligned with family and travel, where you want to take a family trip with your family, but you've never been able to afford it. So that can also tie along with financial goals of how you can save for that. So they can all tie along together, but you want to make sure that you make your vision clear and how you're going to be able to focus that on your vision board. So you know, you want to make sure you how you're going to feel when you are able to achieve that. You want to make them achievable goals in order for you to move forward with that. So if you have a pen and paper close by, or on your downtime, if you want to take a screenshot of this, or write down your goal plan. So this can be as simply as having a start date. When you want to have that start date, when you start jotting them down. What are your dreams? What are you dream of? Like, what are things that you've always wanted, but you never had the courage to go back because you're scared, or you have fear that that dream is not going to be able to be created. And then to fulfill my dream, my goal is to ask your question, right? Ask yourself this and then write it down. Really think about this and take your time with this. Be intentional about when you're writing these things down. And then ask yourself, steps I need to take to accomplish my goal. What are things that I need to do in order for me to move forward with that goal? And then also, this is important to me because add meaning to it. What is the meaning of this goal for you? What would this mean for you? How would this make you feel when you accomplish that? So, this is just an example of how you can start writing down your goal plan and taking action towards it, and really asking yourself these questions. Our thoughts, we think, but we don't, write them down all the time. So this is just an example of how you can start writing these things down and how you can start working towards an action plan towards your goals. So what you can do is, using worksheets you've completed, you can get a poster board, you can get a cork board, and grab some magazines. If you have magazines laying around in the home, start, cutting out pictures that you list as far as your goals. It can be a house, it can be your dream car, it can be, saving money. You want to make sure you cut out those things from the magazines. Now, if you don't have magazines around, what you can do is you can collect Google images and have them printed out. They're 10 cents each, I think. Like if you go to a CVS or Walmart or Target, they can have them printed out there as well. And then you can also go to Staples and whatnot. So those are ways, if you want to specifically have a picture printed out for you, it's a simple way that you can use. And then it's also not that expensive. But most definitely, if you have magazines laying around, utilize those as well in order to put on a poster board or a cork board. You can also get decorative paper, scrap paper. Go to a craft store, have fun with this. This is your goals. These are your goals. This is your vision. You want to make sure you put joy into creating these goals, because it's going to motivate you more to be a part of this goal that you have envisioned for yourself for many years. And now you're finally writing them down and creating a vision for it. So, if you have old pictures, you can also cut those out. Phrases and quotes, motivational quotes, are good things to also incorporate into your vision board. So, make sure that you, some people frame them, some people put them in areas where they are able to see every day, like in their living room. So this is your vision board. You want to think all about all your desires and what you would want to visualize and what you want to see every day, because this is something that you're eventually going to hang. That's why it's called the vision board. So you're able to visualize it, see it every day, and work towards those goals. So SMART goals. So the next step that can help along the lines with your SMART goals is an area where you're able to put these things more into action and be a little bit more specific. So as you may have heard, SMART goals is a model that a lot of people use to work towards their goals. This plan can give you an action plan. So being specific, you should be clear and focused on what your goal is and your time frame with this. You want to make sure that you are specifying what you really want and being clear about it. If it's vague, then it's not going to be a specific goal. So you want to make sure it's specific and it's direct towards what you want. And you want to make sure it's measurable. How is this going to be completed? Ask yourself, how is it going to be completed? This is something that you want to be realistic. You want to make sure that you're measuring your self-improvement. If you're wanting to lose weight or save money, you want to make sure you're measuring those things. The way to do that is to create a budget for savings. If you want to lose weight, you start measuring yourself. These are things that you're able to measure and go back and see, like, hey, I did improve in this area. So you want to make sure that you're able to ask yourself these things and write this down. you want to make them achievable. You know, you want to make sure that this is a realistic goal that you're able to achieve. You know, if it's going to lead to a bigger goal that you have that ties along with that, even better. So you want to make sure that they're smart goals, and that you want to make sure that they're achievable goals, and they're goals that, you know, they can be long-term or short-term goals, but as long as they're working towards that goal, then, and it's achievable, then that's something that's going to be a little bit more realistic for yourself. And then you want to make sure it's relevant. You want to make sure that, does this tie along with my goals? This is something that I'm able to do. So you can put, you know, a nice luxury car on your vision board. But in order for you to do that, you're going to have to align that and make that relevant towards your savings, and how you're going to save money for that luxury car. You know, so you want to make those goals relevant. And then you want to put a time base on it. You want to see what specific time frame you're able to do this. So typically people do their vision boards at the beginning of the year, mid-year. You know, it's your vision board. You can start it whenever you'd like, but you want to make sure that you have a time frame for that goal, and that you're able to have, you know, some type of alignment with that, where that way it's realistic. And then, you know, within time, you know, through my experience, the vision boards that I've created, you know, I'm, you know, I've put some goals as far as getting a new vehicle, and, you know, I was specific on the vehicle that I wanted, and the, you know, how I needed to make more money for it. So I was able to save for it. I was able to visualize it. I put it on my vision board, and, you know, the power of vision is true. It's a reality. So, you know, the more you focus on that, and then the time frame that you put on that, within a year, I was able to get that vehicle. So, you know, once you start putting intention and visualizing these goals, it's going to be, you know, it's going to feel really good when you see, like, oh my God, I really did put that in my vision board. So, you know, this is something that you want for it to be detailed and specific, you know, and so this is just an example of how you can start creating a vision board and start visualizing your goals, writing down your goals, and working towards those goals. So I hope this inspires you guys to work on your goals and create a vision board. You know, writing it down and moving forward with that is going to be the first step towards that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this workshop. Is there any questions or comments, Juanita?
I'm checking right now. I love this is all that's being said so far. I do want to just make a comment that for all of us that have achieved the goals that we have to date, and I think I can speak for Monica as well, for myself, we have set up the vision boards for ourselves, and then achieved the goals by having the vision in front of us. It's very powerful. I mean, when I decided I wanted to purchase my home, when I decided I wanted to purchase my car, when I decided I wanted to have the career, all of this was based on visions that I set for myself, and pictures of things that I knew I wanted or I can envision. Right now, I'm working on my weight. So what I've done is I've taken a picture of me, and then I put in a smaller body on it. And so I see that all the time, and I'm setting up my goals. And so far I've managed to lose about 20, 25 pounds in the last 3 months, but it's based on, okay, I can do this, and I do it in short measurable sets, as Monica was saying. So for the first, I said in 3 months I have to lose 20 pounds. You know, and another 3 months, another 20. And so if I keep my goals set that way, and the vision of what I want to achieve, it happens. It's all a matter of setting it as a positive. And there will be setbacks. No one is saying there won't be setbacks, but if you keep your eye focused on the vision, the setbacks become minimal, they become less. Okay. So if anyone has any visions that they want to share, I just shared mine. I'm trying to lose some weight, and hopefully by the time you guys, when we open the office again, you guys will see me. I'm hoping I'll be a lot smaller. Okay.
Yeah, congratulations, Juanita. Yes, it's a good feeling when you achieve those goals and you see them, that they were put on your vision board. So if you guys have any experiences in vision boards, please share your stories.
Me personally, I used a vision board when I was in my undergraduate degree, and it really worked. So now, since I'm at the graduate level, I'm in graduate school, I'm in medical school, I have a vision board that I keep on my phone of graduation, a Tesla, and a house.
Specific.
Oh, that's good. It's really good. I remember I had a client that had, when I was working at a nonprofit with the co-occurring mental health, and what he wanted was to become an imaging specialist, but he had some substance use issues. And so the first vision board, he put pictures of himself when he was younger, when he was not in having the challenges of substance use. And it reminded him of all of his hopes and dreams before the substance kicked in. And that got him to the point where he kept going and he actually became an imaging specialist or technician at a hospital. I mean, but
Wow, that's
everybody has to find the image that is going to motivate them. In his case, it was what he was like before the substance use, and how full of dreams and hopes he was at that point. So you want to look for what's going to make you what's going to motivate you. We can give you the tools, but the motivation and the images of those motivations are yours and yours alone.
Yes, you want them to generate happiness. You want them to bring out, motivation in you in order for you to be able to feel happy about working towards those goals. So, it's definitely a good thing. And I hope you guys, are able to create one if you haven't one this year, and have fun with it. You can also have the kids do it with you. It could be really inexpensive. So, you don't have to pay a lot in order for you to create that vision board. So I hope you guys, are able to do one if you haven't done so. All
And-
right, so go ahead, Juanita.
Any other questions? Anyone else want to share anything before we close out this workshop?
No? Okay, well, thank you all for attending. Please make sure you attend our other workshops, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.